Before I get started on talking about my Uncle Jim, I need to make a disclaimer. This is an oral history, and therefore it really is the way I remember my uncle. Some of the facts may not be accurate, so I apologize to my family if there are any glaring errors, but this is the way I remember my uncle. My Uncle Jim was born November 15th, 1915, and he was born to a well-to-do upper middle-class family. They were a business family that had moved from New England to New York down to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. He was the second son, my father being the oldest. He was born 14 months after my father, and pretty much had an average growing up period, education, and then he was quite lucky because during the Depression, my family was wealthy enough to allow him to go to college. He attended Cornell University and graduated in 1937. After that, he was a steward with Pan American Airlines and flew between the United States and South America. It was during that time that he sort of had a different vision of what was going on in the world. It was during the time when the Nazis were sort of taking over parts of Europe, and then the Second World War broke out. Sometime, and I don't have the dates on that, on one of his flights back from Chile, he met a bishop of the Catholic Church. He was very much taken by this man and what his belief system was. And so he decided to become a Trappist monk. The Trappists are part of the Cistercian society, I guess they're called. And he went into the monastery at Gethsemane in Kentucky. And he stayed there for, I believe it was about 7 years. So some of the videos you're going to see right after this tell you a little bit more about being a Trappist and what his daily life was like, which to me was extraordinary because I can't imagine taking a vow of silence. I tried it for 48 hours many years ago, and it was a challenge. So during that time, I think my uncle really started to find himself. Just so, I don't have many pictures of my uncle, but this is my Uncle Jim. He's a very good looking man. So I guess the next part really is going to show you a little bit about his 7 years as a Trappist monk. So I hope you enjoy this. Thank you.